On 4 laps. No, I'm not. What's up,
What's
Pod?
up, Pod?
I'm right here beside the house of Joe's, which is right there, 2 miles. We didn't even
Nice
practice.
practice, man.
You're good. You only need to run 2 laps. If you can do your pit stops in the first lap, take it. All right, take it. Take it to the. All right. Good deal. Good deal. No, you're
Correct.
good. I don't even think we're even in practice yet, dude. I think that starts at 8. I believe. Don't quote me on that shit. Portal would know. He makes all the meetings. What, babe? You got a toothpick I can have? Yeah, come over here.
Kush, you there?
Take care of that for you.
Muscles, you got a copy, you say? Oh, I got everybody muted except for you two, man. We're getting close to that time anyways, so. I got everybody muted except for you two, man. Oh, you're good, man. We're getting close to that time anyways, so. I got everybody muted except for you two, man. Oh, you're good, man.
Can I have a game invite when you're done, Kush? Hi. Oops, I got to go, but I like tea here. It's go time, baby. Pause the lobby. 5 minutes.
You ain't been hitting the whiskey bottle, have you? No, not me.
I got your muscles. It's not going yet. We're still waiting on little guy. You pretty close there, Devin?
Yeah, invite.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, do your thing, brother. Shit, we ain't tripping. Make sure you drive. All I know is make sure you drive clean, because if you don't, this will be your last race ever over here, brother. You feel me? All right, just letting you know. Just be smart, because when people, you know how it is when, you know how it go. But anyways, where's Ty at? Or not Ty, but Eminem. I think we try to get M&Ms in here real quick. All right, we're just waiting on the 51 right now. I got to send him an invite. If ain't nobody already sent him one. Flash is in already, isn't he? Everybody here, everybody here.
I lost connection. Dang it.
All right, Muscles, you in here, buddy? Muscle card 24, you got a copy? All right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to race number 9 of the season. I'm going to go over the qualifying order for the drivers tonight in the field. Looks like we have Mad Monster start on pole, Mr. JJ in second, Beast Mode third, Pod Vader in fourth, Lazy Dog fifth, Flash 9-6, Exotic Apex, Elvin Priest, OKC Mexican Jaeger, Eminem Racing, Ty Racing 14, Mid-Atlantic Racing 11, Trash D Racing, Portal Guy, and I believe we have one other driver. But so far so good out front. We got the 18. He's got a comfortable lead over the field. Looks like they're about 3-4 wide. were definitely 4 wide. I'm not sure how much damage everybody got in that, but damage is definitely on tonight, so you got to pay some attention to that. Hang on 1 second, chat. Can you hear me now? Muscles, can you hear me now? We're going to continue on out front on the Mac Tools Toyota, number 18, Mad Monster. With his stats this season, he has 1 pole, 4 top 5s, 2 top 3s. He's sitting 3rd in points, and he needs a win. So that's the rundown for the season so far. We're about halfway through. This is race 9. Got 20 races. So the next race will be the halfway mark. He's looking to get Toyota their, I believe it's the 3rd win of the season, because King Bren won at Daytona, and Jaeger, I want to say Jaeger won at Iowa. We are now with our points leader, Elvin Priest. He's got 1 win, 3 top 3s, 4 top 5s, and 2 poles. He leads the points over Flash 9 by 3 points. Right now he's fighting with the 98 at Ty Racing for, I believe that's 5th position on track. Comes up on the 16 of OKC. In the 16. OKC's fairly new to the series. He has not gotten a pole, a top 5, or a top 3 yet this season, so. Ooh, and it looks like he got into the fence just a little bit there, so. Definitely want to pay close attention to that as the race goes on. Damage is on. This is the first race we run this season. Next season it'll be full damage all year. I believe we may even run setups. Not sure yet. Kind of like the slider races, the closeness in the so yeah. It's like Pod Vader was unable to make the race tonight. Family issues, personal issues. So let's go ride. Let's see, 1675. There's Mid Atlantic, and that 75 truck.
Would that be Cup?
Looks like he's got himself one top 5 this season. Ooh, man. As they get up the track, they got to each other a little bit, but it looks like it's going to clear out. We got Jaeger. We got Flash 9 here.
Slow moving his way up.
The full damage.
Pretty clean race in here up front. Looks like it's Exotic Apex here in second, just behind your leader, Mad Monster. Let's see, an Exotic for this season. He's got himself one top 3 and one top 5, so not too bad for the 01 truck. I believe the top 2 positions are held by Toyota, so Toyota having a good showing this week.
'98 pulled off. He's on pit road.
Can you hear me, Muscles?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I wasn't for a second. But did you have some setting on where I was coming through your broadcast and you weren't coming through on my headset?
I had my mic muted for some reason. My bad.
Okay.
But it was still coming through on the broadcast, so.
Yeah, that's what was confusing me, because I could hear it on the broadcast, and then like I could hear my voice on your broadcast, so I was like very confused.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yep.
So pit stops. It looks like, yeah. You say what we got: the 89, the 17, the 16. Who went in first? Did you say 51's on?
98 of Thai Racing was the first one I saw, and he's down the back stretch, merging back onto the track now.
Okay, so it's looking like here, as we go back out front with the 18.
Trash D Racing is peeling off pit road.
Okay.
Open track around him. He has plenty of room to merge onto the track.
Well, as I was saying earlier, I know you couldn't hear me. Mad Monster, the guy out front right now, he has the best stats out of drivers who do not have a win yet this season, and he's sitting there in third in points. So I would think today he would like to change that and possibly get into victory lane.
He's been strong and consistent ever since he joined the league.
Yeah, he's.
He joined a little late, so he's definitely gonna have to win a few races if he wants to close in on Elvin Priest and Flash 9 for the championship.
Definitely, definitely. Got the pole. He's led the most laps up to this point. It's looking like that.
And he peels off to pit road, and looks like the 01 follows him down. I believe that was
75. Oh, that's Exotic Apex. Yeah, Exotic went down there in the 01 with him, and it looked like the 75 of...
yeah, 75 peeled off as well.
Looks like we got a little bit of right front damage on the 17. I'm going through the field and looking to see, you know, what damage is. We're seeing, looks like the 01 gets
17
in there.
was in a tough spot early. He was, for a few laps, he was in the middle of a 4-wide situation for a few laps.
Yeah, it looked tough. Luckily they all made it through there, man. That was white knuckle right there. So, consequences of starting up front, I guess.
You usually don't hear starting up front as a consequence. He had a hell of a qualifying time that allowed him to start up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's still young, getting experience, so he usually falls back as the race goes on. But every race, he seems to be getting a little bit better on maintaining his
Hate missing
truck.
the race. See you boys next week.
Yeah, I think he kind of falls back and he could probably come back through. The thing is with him a lot of times is he kills himself on pit road. He likes to pit a lot of times with about 5 to go. So, like you said, young. But it looks like JP in the 88, he's on pit road. Looked like his truck was a little beat up.
As well as the 54 and the 13.
Looks like
are both on pit road.
27's on there as well. Yeah, the 3, say 13, 27. So we're going to see how this thing
88.
cycles out. Oh, 54 is coming off.
Same here, man. I was mad that I lagged out.
Flash 9 coming on out of there. Jaeger, they're going to blend in with this field to see how this works out.
Not sure if this is for the lead or not, but the 92 is right outside the front windshield of the 18. If that is for position, the 92 probably short pitted, got fresh tires early, and was able to use the fresher tires to get in front of it, and now he's
You and I
probably
had fast trucks too lazy.
gonna be trying his darnest to keep that 18 behind him as his tires wear out.
Yeah, that's a tough one to say if that's for position or not.
That 92 did qualify second, so it's not inconceivable that he was able
Yep,
to
but
keep
hey, I'm
pace with
just
the 18
thankful
and
to
use
be
pit
able to
strategy
watch
get
the
in front.
race.
Yeah, Mr. JJ, he did qualify outside pole.
And the 18 gets below him, and then we got a race for the lead.
He's been pretty quick. You're right, Muscles. I think he's got a mellow yellow throwback there. Something like mellow yellow.
Yeah, I think he was going for mellow yellow, and with the customization of the paint schemes, they don't allow you mellow yellow, so he put a Mountain Dew on the hood.
Yeah, not too bad of a looking truck there. I see chases that 18. That 18 is really strong, though. He's been really, really strong. Did you say the 92 short pitted? He pit earlier than the 18?
I believe so, because I believe he cycled to it, and now we're seeing that on older tires, the 18 was easily able to get back by him.
It could be a strategy thing that could come into play later on. 1 or 2 laps to go. It's going to be interesting to see. Especially with there being no stages. This is your race for the lead. Ooh, 92 into the fence. Not sure how badly that hurt his truck. Try to get on here and look and see. Looked like he hit it pretty square, pretty flat. Not sure if it did a whole lot of damage to him, but got the 01 back here. Looks like they're coming up on lap traffic, the 01. They're coming up on the 17. Beast mode.
Seb Dean looked like
Who's
there. He
your
tried
pick for the
entering
winner
too low,
tonight?
got sideways, and did just slid all 4 tires up the track.
He's trying to run that bottom too low.
He's trying to run the bottom, but he's entering too low to properly arc it for the speed he's trying to carry through it.
Yes. Yeah. They made it through there without any wreck, so that's all we can ask for at this point. That right side of his truck looks pretty danged up, man. I'm glad we don't want to. We got to pay for these things because, man, that would be kind of expensive.
Flash 9 making his way past 17 now, closing up on that 01.
And this here is for third
Flash
position.
9's got a few wins this year. He's got
3.
I believe 3 on the season, and is currently second in points. He a couple DNFs this season for internet connection issues.
Yeah, Flash 9 he's 3 points behind the leader. He has 3 wins, 3 top 3s, 4 top 5s, and has not won a pole yet this season. But he does have them 3 wins. So
his strong suit at just about every track he's been one of the best trucks on the long runs.
And we'll have to see how that works tonight because he is moving to the front little by little if you just pay attention here. But I haven't seen a whole lot of fall off in that 18 truck in a lot of these races that they run. I think he may have really worked on that and got the real good feel for this truck, and I think it's starting to show here a little bit.
Yeah. We might not know till the end of the race. Flash 9, he did start tail end of the pack and has had to work his way through it. So
that is true.
He's worked his way into the top 5. We aren't going to really know who's the best until he is able to catch the 18 and they race each other.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That
and
01.
He has got the tail bumper of the 01.
The 01 was really strong. The last run, just before they pit, he was right there with the 18. He was one of the trucks that stayed.
He might have made a bad adjustment and or not gotten all of his adjustments in, and it's got the balance of the truck thrown off.
Yeah. That is possible.
Flash 9 was able to clear him in pretty quickly once he got beside him. 01's trying to come back on the bottom, but isn't quite able to do it.
That is your race for third, and I'm not sure if it's going to be much of a race anymore. It's looking like Flash is able to. It's looking like he's.
Yeah, he's inching. He's killing the 01 from center off.
He's getting a really good run down that backstretch. all along. They're getting ready to catch this 92. If you seen him right there. There's Jaeger, also another winner this season.
And
I believe
51's down pit road. He's first one to come down for his second pit stop.
it's M&M's Racing. Oh, I seen a pink
Look
truck.
like
Is that Portal? No, it's Trash D racing in an 89. I think he just come off pit road too as well.
He did?
Yes, sir. Yep, I'm watching him now. He just slipped in front of Jaeger in the 54 down the backstretch. So, and I believe Jaeger is in 5th position.
I believe so.
Riding on board here with old Mid-Atlantic, the old iRacing guy.
He's a veteran of the series, but these young guys have been giving him a hard time. They've been outrunning him most weeks.
He's like this series Kenny Schrader. He's a real good dirt racer, to say the least. He's won on these tracks before. He knows how to get it done. It's different racing from when we started to now. It's night and day. So, and then the slider thing, I'm sure he's used to setups just like you and I, and the sliders are a little different. If you're not getting as much time in as everybody else. So, and I believe he's running controller. He swapped from the wheel to the controller because on iRacing he don't like to swap them back and forth. But that's just a little brief info on his ordeals. But let's look through the field a little more. Here's Flash. Looks like Flash is still in front of the 01.
01's been able to utilize the draft to keep pace with them at least.
If nothing else, he's saving. He's got maybe a lap better on field, half lap. Who knows? A turn. The 89's right there with these gentlemen.
89 pitted. He has fresh tires. Would not be surprising if we see him driving by them in a few laps. If these two don't pit before then. And it looks like the 92's peeled off pit road, and the 18 for pit road. So Flash 9's going to lead that lap.
So Flash is able to go a little bit further than these boys. He may be able to go on one less pit stop than these guys.
He utilized that strategy pretty well at Atlanta and was able to pull off the win. Not as big of a risk here as at Atlanta by doing that strategy, because I believe the fall off isn't as aggressive as is at Atlanta here.
Not sure what happened. I'm seeing the 13 and the 54 in front of this 18, so I'm not sure if that's
16. It looks like he got into the wall hard. His nose is all caved in.
Yeah, he's hurting. He's hurting bad. Yeah, you're right. I'm wondering if this is for position, this 18 and this 13 right here, or are they going a lap down?
The 18's pitted.
So he's coming back through the field then.
Yep, on fresh tires.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out. I'm like, hang on, why is he? Yeah, that's right, he pitted. So yeah, and Flash would be our leader. He is not pitted.
Yeah, the 92 has also pitted. Looks like he's a ways behind the 18.
The 18's able to work this traffic pretty well. I can't say that I'm surprised.
16's made his way to pit road. Probably going to do 4 tires and repair that damage.
Oh, 54 got the apron. He overdrove it. He got on that apron, and that's going to cost. Ooh, no, it looks like he's trying to get down the pit road. So 13 and 54 both on pit road that time.
Flash 9's also on pit road. The 01 is still out currently on the track, stretching the fuel as much as he can.
So what part of the track are we watching, Muscles?
I'm currently on just going through the field.
It's pretty spread out. Not too many cautions. 16, you're right, man. His front end, that front right corner is looking pretty bad. You can see the tire sticking out a lot more. It looks like it crushed that whole side. Could be less, could be more than what we're seeing. Sometimes, you know, the damage is inaccurate on what it shows. Sometimes the truck.
Well, the first time I scrolled the field looking for him, we were following one of the leaders, and I just saw a blue and white truck that looked like it was slow against the wall. So I'm pretty sure he slammed the wall and brought him to a near dead stop. One making a pass on the 98.
On one, I believe he's. Is that him just in front of? I want to say he's just in front of Flash 9.
Yeah, he's between Flash 9 and the 92. I'm not sure if he pitted or not. I remember seeing him go down pit road. That doesn't mean that he didn't.
98 of tie racing. Alright. I'm just wondering, that 01 keeps coming out, I believe, ahead of him. And they're on the same strategy with that 90. The 01 is getting off pit road faster than the 3. Coming in behind him, so.
The 01's probably being a lot more aggressive on the entry. So that can gain you a lot of time, but there's a big risk because if you overshoot shoot your braking point by just a little bit, you're sitting there in the pit stall for 15-20 seconds longer. Seventeen's pulling back off pit road. He made another pit stop. Flash 9's pulling up to the bumper of the 01. Looks like in the next lap, they'll probably be side by side racing for the lead. Or not the lead, but for third, as they're catching the 92. Flash 9 just gets the wall. It's gonna hurt him. Flash 9 completes his pass on it. The 01 takes back third. Three has caught the 92 for second. Flash 9 in that 3 has been very methodical as he's marched through the field. And Flash 9 will complete that pass. Alright, gives him about a car and a half gap between him and the 92, and the 01 is already on the 92's bumper, looking to take over that position.
Alright, sorry about that. Muscles, I had company, so where are we at on the track now?
Well, Flash 9 has just now taken over second from the 92.
That's who
and
I was
the
on.
01's got past him as well.
Okay.
Looks like Mid-Atlantic Racing. He's only about a half straightaway ahead of the 18 from being lapped, and entering that turn, he just had a terrible entrance. He got his the tail of his truck caught on the wall.
Who's hearing that noise, that music from Jaws? Dun it, dun it, dun it. Yeah, because he's coming, man. That 18, if he can keep that bad boy clean, this is probably, I don't want to say this is his best run, because he's had some pretty good runs this year. That just at the end didn't pan out for him, but he's been really strong. He's been, obviously he's top 3 in points for a reason. He's one of the top 3, I'd say he's probably top 3 every week, close to. So, since he's been running with us, he hasn't been here since day one, like Muscle said earlier. So, he's a good solid driver. So the 01. Like he's in between the 3 and the 92, and they have a lap car, I believe. Is that a lap car just in front of the 01? Is that Portal?
I believe so, yeah, that's Portal. Looks like the 98 of Thai Racing. He had an equipment failure and has retired. '75 and 18, both on pit road. Looks like whoever he was about to get lapped, 75 decided to take it down pit road, get fresh tires, and the 18 just so happened to fall him down. 92's in as well. Flash 9 goes... He's going to go at least 2 laps further than them. Stretching out that fuel as long as he can.
'92 coming back off of pit road. Is the 18 pit as well, or is he still out on...
18 pitted with the 75.
Okay.
That'd be an interesting to look at, because that's going to determine whether or not... Looks like Mid-Atlantic was had better pit cycle than the 18, was able to increase his gap.
That's that old Ryan Newman, Sly Fox racing.
And bought himself a little more time on the lead lap.
Right now, he can only pray for a caution. I'm sure a lot of guys are hoping that there's not a caution.
Yeah,
I don't know how you have a caution without a car going out of the race.
The 3 of Flash 9's probably hoping that the 18 catches the 75, and then the 75 is able to race the 18 and hold him up and help him close up the gap on the lead. One of Apex exiting pit road. 16 of OKC's on pit road. Looks like Flash 9 is still stretching his fuel. Flash 9 pulls it down pit road behind the 88. Looks like we got a car slow in the tri-oval. Looks like that is beast mode in the 17. I've gotten out of shape. (17) and 16 around, and 1 and 2.
Looks like they're around again.
I think the 17 was trying to get below the apron with the 16 to allow the 18 and 75 by, and there just wasn't room.
Okay, I didn't see it. I'm still on board here with the 18 and the 75. I did definitely see that. I'm looking over now and I'm seeing
18's got underneath the 75, and he's going to clear him. 75 utilizing the draft, trying to get a run to try and make a run back to the lead lap, but it does not look like it's going to utilize. Flash 9's caught the 92. He's going to be making a pass back on him. Take that position back.
I believe it was the 88 of JP got loose in front of the 17, collected him. And I'm not sure if the 16 was involved with that or if he was coming off pit road.
16 was coming off pit road, and it just so happened he was there on the 17. Tried to get to the apron and get out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on with that. I was confused for a second. All right, well, the 18 got by the 75.
Trash D Racing and the 89s back down pit road. 75 so far has been able to keep pace with the 18. That allows him to be in the free pass position should caution come out. If he just follows there, if we do get a caution, then let's just take it back to the lead lap.
Well,
18 has a huge lead. I think it's about a half track lead he has over Flash 9.
yeah, he definitely he worked on some stuff this week.
Yeah.
He's definitely looking like the guy that I drafted earlier. I think I drafted him 3rd round, or might have even been 4th round. He got left there. I thought he was one of the top new incoming prospects when we had them draft days. He won a lot of races in the first couple of days, and then Flash came in, but he's looking hungry here, man. Definitely hungry for a win. With all that said,
We still don't know how this race is going to turn out because Flash 9 is 2nd. He's been stretching each of his runs several laps further than the 18 has.
well, this is a race for the race tonight, but the race in points, where is the 13 at? Would be a good question right now.
13, I think he was around 5th or 6th, I believe, last I could figure.
Because that's a lot more point, that's a big points gap between them. That could be, depending on which way this flops.
Elvin is currently behind the 54. And the 54 was 5th, wasn't he? Looks like the 88 got into the wall hard. He's got a ton of damage on the right side of that truck.
He was the one who got into the fence that collected the 17. That was
Okay.
yeah. He was the other truck involved, so definitely a lot of damage on that truck.
The 18's coming up to the 17 to lap him again. And just in front of the 17, there's a couple more trucks that can be lapped. 75's hoping there's a caution before the 18 catches either of them. Looks like Flash 9 has been able to close the gap on the 18.
Right here, looking
on
yeah.
it, on his inboard, you can now see the 18.
Mm-hmm.
On his inboard, looks to be about a straightaway lead. Mid-Atlantic, in the grass. Looked like he turned down too early, got on the apron and got loose, had to chase it into the grass, and now he's on pit road.
I'm watching right now. I think this 51 is in third position, if I'm not mistaken. We're on lap 89 of 150.
Looks like he may. I'm not sure because
Elvin's just in front of him.
from his pit cycle, so it seemed like he was short pitting the most out of everybody.
Okay.
So
18 on pit road.
'92.
17 on pit road.
He stays out. He was looked like he was arcing it to bring it down, but he stayed out. Flash 9 staying out. Laying a few more laps.
Are you listening to what
Continuing the stretch his fuel.
Looks like the 13's racing this 54. That might be for position, I believe, on the track there.
I believe it is. They've been right next to each other for just about the entire race. Have very equal trucks.
I'm not sure if the 754 was trying to get down on the pit road or what was going on there. Maybe he just lost it, got arrow loose.
Might have.
What is up?
And Flash 9 continues to run laps after the 18 has pitted.
Looked like Penn's destroyed the front end of his truck, and that's going to be the end of his night. That thing's crumpled up on pit road right now.
It asked me awesome, what number am I in the trucks and when is the next race?
Yeah, I think it's retired because usually if someone's not retired, the truck while you're spectating while they're in their pit box will shift back and forth.
I saw that bounce off the wall, spin to the inside, and then disappear, and then reappear on pit road. So
okay, so he definitely retired.
Yeah. I just heard 3 trucks going into pit this time by. And he is. 3 truck on pit road.
And 27's sideways on the track, just behind him.
But he was trying to get down to
comes
pit
out.
road.
That was great timing for the 3. But it does not appear caution's going to come out.
There's a lot of takers. There's 3 trucks, I mean, behind Portal as he comes
5
in.
on pit road currently.
Yeah, 4 come on together
54,
though.
17.
Got the 27 as well. And he's leading pretty long train of these guys. The 88, I'm not sure if he's...
And the 3 it looked like got knocked into the grass. That's going to slow his stop down.
88's coming out.
Exit.
Ooh. He didn't want that. That's going to really hurt his race. Hopefully he didn't get any of that. Hopefully there was no damage caused because of that.
I don't believe there was. I believe it was just... because I don't believe damage is caused while the CPU is controlling you on pit road.
Okay.
First, I thought it might have been an advantage for him whenever he got knocked completely off the pit road, because I was thinking the CPU was going to stop taking control and he'd have an advantage of being able to accelerate quicker.
Barry, you gotta watch it, dude. I reckon. Was that you that caused it? Who hit who? I was just saying, that was crazy. I just seen a whole mess of cars going every which way. He spun out on the apron? Okay. I was trying to tell you to watch out and miss it because they were all over the place. I'm working as a spotter too, I guess, tonight. Oh, man. That was hectic.
51 chasing his rear end to get his truck down pit road speed.
Looked like that was Trash D Racing in the 89 that caused that
Looks
incident.
like the 18 has damage to the right front nose. Not sure where he's sustained that. If it's this run, then that's affecting him aerodynamically.
I'm not seeing any damage though.
Oh, the hood's bowed up and the whole right front's caved in.
I think that might be just something different between our views, because as of right now, from what I see, his truck looks pretty clean. I'm not 100% sure, but hang on.
Oh yeah, on your screen, his looks a lot better than mine.
Yeah, I don't see hardly any damage. Looks fine, but I don't know. Only he knows, truly. But that 92 is right there. I'm not sure if he's a lap down now, the 92, or if that is for position. I believe the 3 is in second.
The 92, I believe, is a lap down.
He's a lap down now. Okay, so
I believe he is, because after the first run, it seemed like everybody got really good adjustments in, and it seemed like he had just been falling after the first pit stop.
Outside pole setter. Just went a lap down, so that's tough for him. That's a tough break. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not looking like he lost a ton of time. Looks like Flash might have got a little bit of damage though. Looking at his truck on the that side of his truck looks like it got just a little bit. But then again, that could have just been rubbing, but he don't look like he's really got any damage. He's running pretty quick. Looks like he's catching these two trucks just in front of him. I believe that to be Jaeger in the white that you see out there, and I'm forget.
Yeah, Jaeger, and I believe that's the 89.
Is that Trash D Racing? So yeah, that's the one who he got into the fence earlier, caused that little bit of mischief that we had earlier. Looks like he's got that thing straightened out. Who knows with these tires, what type of strategy some of these guys are trying to do. Might try to stretch it a little bit further. Could have blew a right front tire. When them tires blow, it happens. You know, you can't control it. So,
yeah, they did a good job on this game where it was more of a penalty to having a flat tire. Past couple of games, you could muscle the car around the track at 150. This game, it's you're going straight into the wall or you're spinning out if you gotta get a flat tire.
I mean, it causes tremendous damage, unfixable stuff. Like your truck will stay at a certain damage rate, I believe. So,
yeah, even whenever you have damage off, it shreds the quarter panels of whichever tire blew. So just imagine if you blew a tire on with damage on, what it would do.
Looks like he's slowly reeling that 54, and I believe that 54 is going into pit now, though. I wasn't for position, I don't believe, but you can see the 18.
Because remember the 54 was part of that wreck, so he got behind the pace of what he was. Was that the end of the race, or was that a caution?
Damn, Elvin, looked like Elvin got hit by, I'm not sure what brought that. I look like I seen the 51 sideways. I'm not sure what happened. Trying to listen in and hear if I can hear who exactly caused that. It sounded like Elvin was not too happy about that.
And it looks like the 01 does pit strategy to come out with the lead. Jaeger of the 54 retired during the caution.
I'm not sure if Jaeger wasn't the cause of that.
Flash 9 shoving the 13. He's trying to get the bottom line to get rolling past the 18. This is the closest he's been all race to the 18.
This is the closest the field's been to the 18 for most of the race. Now we're going to find out how well he races in traffic. And if his truck stays the same in traffic.
Aero's a bigger factor on this game. Your car will snap loose or just push like a dump truck if wherever you get back in traffic, depending on how you have set up.
'18's going to get below both of them guys because they're fighting for position there. They're going to be 3 wide going down into 1 and 2, or going into 1.
Flash 9 backed out of it, got out 3 wide.
Oh, smart. I think if Flash was smart, he'd run with that 18 and they'd have their race. However, they're going to have their race.
He's giving the 18 a shove down the back stretch.
Some really good racing here for second. Meanwhile, out front, we got Exotic Apex. He's just... I'm not sure if he's pulling away from the group, but he's definitely liking what he's seeing in his mirror. Elvin Priest way up the track. Last year's champion. He's mad at Devin, as I'm hearing. The 13 and the 51 are having words. Over the last
first
caution.
Time they have.
Well, I think the 51 was the cause of the last caution. I think Elvin got put in the wall and got some pretty good damage. So I'm hearing that over the. But back to the track, we got it looks like they got this thing sorted out, and the 18 is going to go ahead and he's going to try to run down this 01. Oh, he gets into the fence.
That's going to allow the 3 and everybody drafting off the 3 to make a run, and 51 swerves to the outside. And Flash 9 goes to the lead.
Monster definitely got some damage that time. How significant that damage is, I do not know, but man, that's damage. And
well, that damage I reported last time we talked about damage with him on my screen, that damage is no longer there.
Gotta love that NASCAR internet racing. Yeah, it's just sometimes you see different things, and that's the thing. You know, I think we discovered that a few games ago when we were racing on dirt, and I called it one way, you called it another way, and then we compared video in same time, same incident type thing, and we saw totally different things. So, I mean, once again, 704.
Looking at each of our videos, both of us were right for what we saw on our videos.
Exactly. So,
which happens from time to time. Anytime you have games through the internet, the only way you wouldn't have that would be as if everybody was running off the same hardware.
I'm thinking 18 got some pretty good damage.
It's probably that he got some damage, and then also now he's in dirty air for the first time this race.
Yeah, but that didn't matter. I seen him come through the field once or twice already. What I'm saying is, I think he got some type of damage because now even the 51 and other trucks, they're able to pull up on him now, and he can't. Even with the draft, he can't pull up on these guys. So I think he hit that wall and he got it pretty good. Which also means if he fixes it on pit road, which would put his truck back to where he likes it.
But it would take up time, and
exactly.
I believe you can have up to if you get your truck damaged enough, you can have up to a 30-second pit stop for just repairing the damage.
I had a race I ran earlier, and I barely touched the wall. And I went down pit road, and I fixed the damage, and it was a 19-second stop altogether. The actual pit stop time was 14.2. It ended up being about 7 seconds. No.
5 second damage.
About 5 second, almost some. It might have been 13-second stop. I don't know, because I didn't stop for much. I think it was like right side tires and a splash or something like that. So, but it ended up being 19 seconds. So I want to say, I'm not sure exactly what it was.
Top three have pulled away from the rest of the field.
I just know you're right on that, though it does take a lot of time. I'm not sure exactly how much time. I want to say it was like 7 or could have been more.
If it was beginning of the race, if it's light damage and it only takes a couple seconds to do, it would be beneficial to do, because you would make up the time that you'd be losing on track by the end of the race.
Well, 18's coming back now.
I'm not sure if taking time to repair the damage would, if you'd be able to, if the speed you'd put back in the car would overcome the time you're sitting on, extra time you're sitting on pit road, if you repaired the damage under green.
I think the 18's coming back now. He's just not coming as fast as he was coming before, so.
Well, also it looks like between the 3 and the 18, the gap's about the same. That 01 has seemed on the long runs to fall off a bit.
Yeah.
As well. So that's helping the 18 catch him.
Looks like the 01's falling. Got a nice little race here for, I believe that's 4th position.
Between Elvin and the 51.
Mm-hmm. This race has changed a bunch.
'18's all over the 01. '01 seems to drive it in a little farther than both the 3 and the 18. So he gets a gap on entry, and it seems the 3 and 18 both, with the lines they're running and they're lifting and gassing up points, get better centers and exit, it seems, in that 01. And overdriving a turn by driving in deeper, that wears out your right front and makes it push, and just ends up compounding the problem. So it seems that's what's causing the 01 to fall off later in the runs.
18's there. Oh, he
pushes up a little into the side of the 01. 01 keeps it off the wall and stays side by side with him. Flash 9-3 is loving that, as he increases his gap on both of them.
Flash has got to be loving this right now. So 1 caution this week so far.
16 peeled off to hit pit road, get some tires on his truck. Probably a lot of these guys that were a lap down stayed out and took a wave around to get a lap back. That's why we're seeing them pit early. '92 peels off to pit.
Flash 9 and the 3's on pit road.
Must have hit a window for Flash 9 to make it to the end, because he generally is one to stretch the fuel as long as he can.
Well, maybe they're going to switch strategies. This is a different race when you're racing from the lead. So, we've had some pretty good racing though tonight. We'll see when this 18 is ready to peel on in there. He's got the 01 still right there with him, so he didn't fall off too bad. He's able to stay right there with him. That may help both these guys, you know, with Flash not having someone run with him. I'm not sure if that draft or how much that draft matters, but this may end up paying off for these two guys.
I don't think the draft is a big factor, because Flash 9 was able to, and the 3 was able to pull away from these two, and then early in this race with the 18 lady, he pulled away from everybody by himself.
That is true. We're going to find out right now. Looks like he's on pit road. He might be a long, long pit stop.
Looks like 13, Velvet Priest, is also on pit road with them.
The 18 gets right out.
I think 18 did like 2 tires or something.
I'm not sure what he did, but he got out of there pretty quick. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he didn't take 2 tires.
Well, if he did, hopefully he knows how his truck handles on 2 tires and made the appropriate adjustments to it. You can see he's got about a half straightaway lead on Flash 9, so I'd say he did 2 tires. And to do that, I would have to say that was his last stop. I could not see why you would do 2 tires if it was not your last stop.
It's going to be close. They're in the window. It's going to be close. You can make it about 25 laps, 24, 25. 24 for sure. 25, you're probably running out of gas somewhere.
That 3 is definitely catching that 18.
I wonder if he opted not to fix the damage.
Well, if you're going to do 2 tires and splash and go, you couldn't afford to fix the damage, because the whole point of doing that is to get out in front and get the gap. If you take the time to repair the damage, you risk coming out in the exact same position as you were.
The thing is, what I'm saying is Flash probably did, and obviously Monster didn't. I won't be surprised.
Flash 9 might have repaired the damage underneath the caution pit stop that he sustained.
I'm not sure if it takes 1 or 2 pit stops though to fix it completely.
Unless it's excessive damage, where your body component is red, I believe it only takes 1 stop.
I don't have too much experience with the damage model, so that may be a question I have for one of the drivers at the end.
Flash 9's probably going to catch him and have a race for a lead in the next 2-3 laps.
Looks like Elvin's on pit road. I don't know if he blew up or what happened.
Yeah, it looks like he retired. His truck's not rocking on the wheels. That indicates that a pit stop's occurring, that player's controlling.
Thank you. Looks like the 88. Looks like Flash might have got the fence there. Just slightly.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a kiss. Looked like it was nothing that would cause body damage.
These have been the top 2 trucks, I would say. Maybe the 01 right there in third.
Seems like since Flash 9 caught the 18's draft, they've stabilized on speed.
This is going to be an interesting finish. I believe they said 3 laps to go. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not, but was able to close that gap there quite a bit. They got a lap car just in front of them. So
I think Flash 9, he's driving it in there, trying to close up the gap on entry. And it seems to be hurting him, his exit.
Yeah.
But whenever it comes down to the end of the race and you're that close, sometimes you just gotta send it and hope it sticks.
We'll see what happens with this lap car. Which lane he gives, or if he races them tough, or if he just lets them by.
18's opening up a bigger gap.
They said 3 laps, about 3 laps to go, so this may be the final lap.
Yeah. 18 opened up a big enough gap down the backstretch the last time that there wasn't, Flash 9 wasn't close enough to be able to set it in there and
That's
see if
definitely the race.
he could have gotten there.
So our winner is going to be Mad Monster. So Toyota's going to claim their 3rd victory of the season as a team, which matches, I want to say that
Team
matches
Chevy.
Team Chevy, but I'm wrong because Lazy Dog got a win and he's Team Chevy and they have 4 now.
Oh, yep, that's correct.
So, close, Toyota, close. 3 different drivers, though, not bad.
Let get it exotic apex. Goof run fellas. Good.
You got a fishing order
Appreciate
to
it,
read
Red.
off, Kush?
God raise people.
Appreciate it, Red.
Good race monster.
Yeah, good race, Monster. Congratulations. Our fastest lap goes to, let's see here, Mad Monster. So he dominated. Mad Monster dominated tonight. Okay. All right, Muscles, we're going to get Monster in here. Mad Monster, you got a copy, brother? You there? Can you hear me? Okay. So first win of the year, man. Looked like you got into the fence.
What'd you do to get back in front of Flash 9 there at the end, Mad Monster?
Okay. There you go. You've been so close these last couple of races, man. What do you think helped you guys be so dominant? You had, I believe it was the most laps led. You won the pole, and you had the fastest lap of the race, and you got the win. So what do you think about what'd you do differently this week that you hadn't done in weeks prior that allowed you to be able to be so dominant this week? Okay.
That's usually all it takes to get fast at a track is just practice until you get it.
So you think track position's what saved you a little bit? The 2 tires, track position, he kind of was able to outlast him with the difference that he had to make up, probably wearing his stuff up trying to get to you. Okay. All right. Well, shoot, Toyota, victory lane, your first win. Next race, money race. It won't be next week. It'll be the week after. I believe it's Auto Club.
Let me see if I got a schedule on hand that I can read that off.
It was going to be Gateway, but we switched it. I believe it's going to be Auto Club now.
Let's see. Yeah, Gateway was on the schedule, and so with Auto Club replacing it, that is next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it won't be next week. It'll be the week after. Next week.
Oh yeah, because of the holiday.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Not sure where everybody's gonna be at. So, but well, anyways, well, congratulations, man, on your first win. I'm sure. I mean, you keep running like that, man. I'm sure you're gonna win plenty more races. It was a heck of a race. What'd you guys think overall as drivers with the damage? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Yeah, kind of forces you to have to drive.
That's what we were hoping whenever we turned them on.
Yeah. So, well, either way, man, congratulations. Toyota's third. That's your guys' third win. Chevy's got 4. So just letting you know, Chevy's got 4. So, all right. So yeah, nice talking to you, buddy, and good luck in the near future, man. Yep, not a problem. All right, Muscles. So not a bad race. 1 caution, had a few mishaps, but overall not too bad. 18 gets in victory lane finally. We were talking about him at the beginning of the race, having the best stats of the drivers who have not won a race yet. So probably only a matter of time before he got in there.
Yeah. Flash 9 finishing second, showing Mad Monster if he wants to take a run at championship, he's gonna have to win a lot of races because Flash 9's gonna be right there. It's gonna be, and it's gonna even winning the races is gonna make it hard. Closing that gap for the points lead if the person you're racing for points finishes the position right behind you.
The thing is, though, you gain 5 more points each time you win. So he's only, I'm not 100% sure how far he is behind. I'm going to look right now and I'll tell you, though.
Let's see.
So we got 83 compared to 94 as we sit now. So it'd be 11 points different. So in 2 races, you see what I'm saying? If he won 2 more races, and let's just say even if Flash did finish second and he dominated like he did in about 2 races, he would be right there. So he has to win at least 2 more races.
I forgot about the 5 extra points to the winner.
Yeah. So very interesting turn of events from last week to this week. It was a heck of a lot better racing. We had people like Red 4424. He come in and he checked out the stream again tonight. Enjoyed what he saw. A lot of people
in the chat.
Yep, a lot of people did well tonight. Even I got to give a shout out to Portal Guy. He come back and redeemed himself after not so great week last week. We had a few other guys that are on penalties that were unable to race tonight because of malicious and rough driving and stuff last week. So we try to keep it fair, keep the racing fun for everybody. And I feel like when we put the damage on, nobody really wanted to, other than the first lap. We did have 4 wide. They put some drivers in some tough positions going 4 wide early in the race. But hey, man, you know, that's racing. You know, if you're not,
Yeah, that's a start of a race. Then just like and start race, just like every restart, every group's compacted. Everybody knows it's their opportunity to gain quite a few positions if they get a good restart.
But anyways, that's going to conclude this week's edition of Thursday Night Thunder. Once again, congratulations to the 18 Mad Monster on his first victory of the season. Flash 9 had a good run. A lot of drivers had some really nice runs tonight. Other drivers, 13 looked like he took a tough deal at the end. I don't know how badly this is going to hurt him in points, but that's definitely going to close Monster in on him because they both have 1 win apiece. So that's going to be interesting.
That's definitely gave the points lead back to Flash 9 because Flash 9 was, I believe, only 3 points behind him.
That is correct. Yeah, so. But anyways, yeah, we like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll be back not next week, but the week after. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving, and we'll catch you guys later.